This segment of the Sports Narrative Radio Show is backed by Xena Communications. Internet, Wi-Fi, IT, cloud services, and security cameras. Get connected in your home or office today. Call or click for your free consultation in the DFW area.
Well, there you go. You know who else I'm intrigued by? I'm intrigued by the gentleman you're about to see on camera right now. That would be one Mr. Lorenzo Lynch, cornerback from Oakland, California, and Sacramento State. 11 NFL seasons for 3 different teams, 17 career interceptions, and 2 touchdowns, which I'm sure he did a fabulous end zone dance when that happened. Am I right?
Man, we weren't really dancing back then.
Oh, before dancing?
Yes,
man?
before dancing. Dancing was kind of like frowned upon then.
Also, you might know his nephew, one guy named Marshawn Lynch, as a guy who just, well, I'll say this. He hung it up. Is he done?
Oh, man, that's kind of...
Is that privileged information? Can you not tell us
here? In my heart, I say no.
All right.
I just can't see it. I can't see it. But then I did see Barry Sanders go out on top.
Yep.
And so I don't think it's impossible. But me knowing him, I just can't see it happening.
If he comes back, is Oakland the place? Does he go home?
You have some insight, don't you?
Look out now.
That's a nice little team they've got building there in Oakland.
Man, Oakland, man. I know of Jack Del Rio. We from the same area.
Yep.
I mean, I came out of Oakland High. He was at Hayward High. And I think we came out the same year, 1981. Ooh, wow, I'm aging myself. But
look
that's
out.
Okay, though. I'm proud of it, though.
There you go.
But
Grow him tough there, right?
Yeah. But Jack Del Rio, man, he has had success pretty much every stop he been. So I really see Oakland. You know, I read somewhere today where they was picked to win.
I've got them right now. I'm about to start my previews, and I have to say
that's the best football team in the AFC West right now.
That's the best team in the
Yes,
AFC West, because
yes.
if Mark Sanchez is your quarterback, you ain't the best team. I'm just going to say.
Yeah, man.
He's a Jets fan, all right. So, see the hat.
But here, I agree.
All right.
No.
So let me start right there with the Oakland Raiders. And one of the things they're talking about, and that's something that happened basically right as you're jumping in the league with the Raiders coming back to Oakland after spending that time in L.A. Now there's talk about them going to L.A. or even Vegas. How much does that mean to the people there?
That would be devastating to Oakland.
Yeah.
It was devastating when they left the first time because I grew up a Raider. I had my 32 jersey back when we was a kid. You know how you had your little you get for Christmas, you get your little helmet and shoulder pad.
Oh yeah.
So Jack Tatum was always my player.
Oh,
the
man.
assassin.
I actually sold hot dogs and peanuts at the Coliseum when I was a kid.
Nice.
Awesome.
So to see them leave, it would be devastating. I just can't see it happening. I don't know. Oakland gonna have to find a way to keep them there, man.
Seems like it's developing into a choice between the football team and the baseball team, and boy, I don't know. That's a tough one. It just is.
Is winning going to be the biggest factor in keeping them there, keeping the interest, keeping people interested?
I think so. I honestly think so. If they could continue to win, they gonna find a way to keep them there, dude.
This is why I think you keep the football team, because football is where the money is at. And say what you will about the success of the Raiders on the field, that black hole is filled every single Sunday when they're playing there.
Yes.
Go look at a crowd at an Oakland
Yes.
Athletics game. They may not have over 81 games as many people show up as do for 8 home football games in the Coliseum.
And plus, I tell people all the time, man, you have not been to an NFL game unless you've been to a Raider home game. It's an experience that's like none other, man. I'm starting with the tailgate. Some of these people line up to get in the parking lot on a Friday or a Saturday evening. They start lining up just to come in and start tailgating.
Oh, and I tell my wife, I said, I'd love to go to a game in Oakland, but we ain't wearing green.
We're
No,
wearing
please
black.
don't. Please don't. Please don't. Don't
It's
do
like
that.
Philly.
Don't do
Same
that.
thing.
Don't do that to yourself. But the last time I went, I saw a couple of 49er fans. They did have some a police escort around them.
Yeah.
You got to watch the game.
Well, you got to watch them Niners fans, too, man. They've been messing people up in the parking lot. So that's not good
wow. Okay.
Well, but they do it like San Francisco does. I don't know what that's about. But
yeah.
Lorenzo Lynch here joining us, former NFL player. And you had some pretty impressive coaches coach you over the years.
Yes, I did.
From a guy named Mike Ditka that you might have heard of
Yes, sir.
to Buddy Ryan that we talked about before.
Yes, sir.
Those guys know defense, right?
They know defense, and one thing I can say about both of those guys that I really learned, they was player coaches, man. I mean, they kind of really put the players first, put you in the best situation, and I learned a lot from those guys, man. I really believe that if it don't be for Coach Ditka, I don't know if I'd have got 11 years in the league. Being around a team that just won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about Ron Rivera. He kind of showed me how to play special teams because, I mean, I'm coming out of Sac State, Division II All-American, MVP of the conference. I don't play special teams.
But you have to in the NFL.
Yeah, you got to in the NFL. You got to learn. And Ron Rivera, we knew a couple of people from California. I actually went to school with a guy who from his hometown, Robert Holland, who when I started talking to Ron Rivera, we knew him, and he the one told me, he said, man, the only way you're going to make this team is on special team. He said, because they're going to keep 4 safeties and 4 corners. And he named the safety, Dorson, Fensick, Sean Gale, and Ty Bell. And then he named the corner. So he said, the only way you're going to make this team is on special team. So he worked with me. Mike Singletary showed me how to study films. Coming from Sac State, we don't watch film. We just line up and play. Even though, I mean, we was still pretty effective, but, you know, you go to the next level, man, you got to put some work in.
Yeah. What special teams fascinates me. That's it. And you know, there's talk about taking the kickoff away and everything.
No.
And I know there's safety, but I'm like, man, I don't care. It's the most exciting play in football when they line them up and just run at each other. But mentioning what you had to do to learn special teams, what was the biggest key that had you successful in doing that?
First of all, I think studying, knowing my opponent to try to get it. I tried to get every advantage that I could, and I think studying would have to be the key, and just trying to be the first one at the point of impact. Because I mean, see, I was one of the guys, and I seen Seattle do this, and I probably paid attention to a lot of other teams, but I was a starter in Arizona, and I was on all special teams. So I don't even know if I know I seen Richard Sherman do it, and I seen a couple of Seattle Seahawks do it, but I haven't really paid attention to other teams to actually start and play special team. I think it's important.
You know, the NFL, it's a league of narratives in a lot of ways, and people are pigeonholed by, there was the big controversy when Jared Goff was at the Combine this year of, well, are his hands wide enough? And, there's the Laquan Treadwell doesn't run fast enough. So let's talk about the narrative of 5'9" corners don't make it in the league. Guys from Sacramento State don't make it in the league. Guys who don't get drafted don't make it in the league. And if they do, they sure as hell don't play 11 years. Did you approach everything with a chip on your shoulder in terms of proving all those narratives wrong? I mean, was that a theme throughout your career for yourself as you pushed yourself?
Yeah, I think that was one of the things that kind of motivated me. I knew that my skill level was up with those guys, but just by coming from a smaller school, you don't really get the attention that a lot of these big schools get. So to me, a lot of the smaller school kids get overlooked. And so when you get up there and you see these cats, now, when I came out in 1987, they drafted this cat named Ron Francis from Dallas Cowboys. Now, and I signed free agent with Dallas Cowboys. And no disrespect to Ron Francis, if he listening, or if any of his family listening, no disrespect.
Bases covered.
Yeah, but
we're there.
But when I saw him, I'm saying, are you serious? I mean, they drafted this guy over me. So that just really gave me motivation to continue to work hard, to continue to prove. You have to always prove yourself if you're a free agent. You have to always prove yourself. Every time I come to camp, I got to be in shape. I'm always on a bubble. So I got a little story behind that too, if y'all got it.
Absolutely. Knock it out.
Okay. Back in 1987, I don't know if y'all remember this. I look around. A lot of y'all look kind of young around here.
I was 5 then. He was a little older, though.
Okay.
So.
I remember.
But in 87, they went on strike.
Yep.
Remember in 87?
Okay, yeah.
So I came out. I signed a free agent contract with Dallas, right?
Right.
After about maybe 3 weeks, I got cut. Went home. The next day, Chicago called me. I was up there all preseason, participated in all preseason games, but at the end of the preseason, I got cut.
Cut down.
But they said, hey, listen, if we might go on strike this year, we're going to give you $1,000 now. You come back and play with us during a strike. If we don't strike, you keep the $1,000. Well, I had a guaranteed student loan that I had to pay back. So I said, man, give me the $1,000. Give me the $1,000.
Absolutely.
So they gave me $1,000, and I went back to Sacramento praying every night. I hope they go on strike. So they did. I got a phone call. Come back. Now I'm captain of the strike team. I played 3 games. So actually, when the strike was over, somebody tapped me on the shoulder. Kenny Geiger. He said, hey, Lorenzo, we need you to go back, take your playbook, go back to your room. I'm like, I'm not going home now. Not now, son. So, matter of fact, being in the lobby tomorrow at 7, you got practice. I said, man, I'm still on the team. I'm still on the team. So, what I found out was every team kept 5 players. They call it the taxi squad.
Yep.
So, now I go back to practice the next day. So, now these guys mad at me because I crossed the picket line.
I was just about to ask, how did that?
Oh, God.
How long did it take for that to, or did it ever
until I had to kick a lot of butt. I had to like kick a lot of butt. Now, when we get ready to go someplace, all the players mad at me. I can't ride on this bus. Go get on that bus.
Wow.
You scab. So we at this one particular trip, Dennis McKinnon, he wanted to fight me, and I was gonna fight him because he told me to get off the bus. I said, I'm not getting off. Put me off. So he came over there. I was standing up. I was about to fight him, and so then Walter Payton said, hey, Lil Bit. He started calling me Lil Bit. He said, Lil Bit, come sit with me. So I said, this was my whole career changed. He said, man, look, this is what you're going to have to do. He said, every practice is going to have to be like a home game. I mean, a game situation for you. You got to tape up. You got to practice. You got to play him like a home game.
Hard.
And then he said, he going to get tired, and he going to come up to you and want to and shake your hand and say he done. But he said, tell him, nope, I'll see you tomorrow. And I kept doing that, and that's how I developed my, to play that long, man.
Hey, man, that's
Mr.
awesome.
Feltman, you realize we got a guy who played with Walter Payton over here. I know he's your favorite football player. Okay. That's his man growing up was Walter Payton.
I mean, oh, man.
That's awesome.
Ultimate guy, dude. Ultimate guy. But then, by me working hard, it kind of got me in trouble too with a couple players because as you get older, a lot of older guys don't like to work hard in practice.
Yep.
But I still did because I didn't go to the Notre Dames, I didn't go to the big schools, the small schools. So all I knew was work hard.
You got one speed.
So once I get to practice, Tim Brown, he mad at me because I'm practicing hard. One time I guarded him, his shoe fell off. He picked the shoe up and threw it at me and said, man, that's why nobody like you around here.
Oh,
well, you don't have no friends. But guess what I said? We was in L.A. at the time. I said, we getting ready to go to Oakland. I'm from Oakland. I got more friends. I know what to do. So anyway, I mean, we 10 years in the league. He 10 years in the league. I'm 10 years in the league. I'm still working like it's my first year in the league.
Hey, that's awesome, man. Lorenzo Lynch here, NFL veteran, 11-year veteran. I got another story here for you, too, which right off your Wikipedia page here.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if you can. Yeah, you're going to have to play some.
So, September 20th, 1992, the Phoenix Cardinals are facing the Dallas Cowboys. And that man sitting right next to you, Mr. Copening, is lined up across one Michael Irvin. And Michael Irvin says, this guy walks up to me and says, I'll be with you all day, Michael.
Oh, I'm sure he took kindly to that, too.
After 210 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Okay.
No.
Okay, now, mind you.
Yeah.
I didn't guard him the whole game. If he went to the other side and Niz Williams guarded him, he came on my side, I guard him.
There you go. There you
but
go.
okay,
so you're gonna put this on Aeneas Williams?
No. I'm gonna take some credit. I'm gonna take some responsibility. But we always knew that Michael liked to be physical. You know how he come off the line. He just wanted. But I try to do reverse psychology. If you're gonna be physical, I'm gonna be physical. So I'm gonna sneak attack. But see, he don't tell the whole story though, because in that game, I ran up on Mike and I hit him unexpectedly and split his chin.
Oh,
so that got him a little mad. But guess what? Be mad all you want. I don't care. I mean, we Cardinals, y'all Dallas, y'all everything, you know. But Fritz Sherm, my defensive coordinator, said, you know what? Hey, we gonna give them everything we got. We didn't really have no offense. We knew we was coming to a Lions den. But our whole thing was, Monday, man, they all gonna be packed in ice.
There you go. That's
Make
it.
them feel it. I was gonna say, let's not act as if
we gonna pack them in ice.
Michael Irvin didn't make a lot of guys look bad on Sunday.
Besides, Mike didn't use ice. He just did some coke.
Hey,
He's
no,
good.
I'm telling you. Hey, no, he had a good game. Hey, he had a good game. He had a good offensive line. Got a good quarterback.
And he got a scar to
And he got a score on his chin.
There you go.
Now, in your opinion, how many of those 210 yards should have been reversed because of offensive pass interference?
All of them.
Yeah, this push off and
All
all
of
that.
them?
Oh,
All of them?
dude, half
Was that his
of
career?
them. Push off. I mean, come on, man. It's hard to be a DB. You know the D. Look at him now, man. I feel sorry for DBs.
The
now.
NFL's done a 180. It used to be you could just knock a guy out and
Come on, man.
no flag, and now you breathe on him. And
Oh yeah, breathe on him, touch a quarter. Wow, I mean, come on. I'm waiting to see when the flag's gonna come out. The sun visor and the flags.
All right, I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked Larry Sanders, which is, you ever thought about coaching? Going back to the alma mater, do a little coaching or something? That's work, though.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. Coaches, I give them a lot of credit. They put in hours, man.
No doubt.
And I have a family. I don't see how they do it.
I don't think they
I
see
think you got to sacrifice, man. Do I want my family or do I want to coach?
Yeah,
you got to really love the game, and I love the game, but I don't think I could be that dedicated to it.
You know, that's one of the things Herm Edwards says. That, you know, he says every August I introduce myself to my wife again and let her know that, hey, I'm gonna be gone a while.
I mean, come on, coaches put in work.
Oh man,
they put in 12-hour days, man.
I guarantee you at Valley Ranch or the Star, wherever it's up now, there's someone in those Cowboys offices going through tape, looking at the roster, how we're going to do going into training camp. All that's happening right now.
Because when you go, I mean, coming through a week, man, you get your game plan. You get your game plan on Wednesday. Some coaches actually have it on Monday for you, but I mean that thing is so detailed, man. I'm talking about what all their tendencies, third and short, first and 10, first and 5. I mean, somebody got to look at film and break all this down, man.
Yeah, and you know the cerebral side of things, I think is a lot of people forget about that. You know, like I said, in this fantasy football world where we're just getting numbers and all that, they forget about the hard work that you got to put in every day.
It's hard work.
So
it's hard work.
For a young guy coming up, the guy gets drafted, coming up in the league, what's your biggest advice for him?
I would say, first of all, man, stay grounded. Make the money. Don't let the money make you, right? No. They got the right player, Doc. They got.
Hey, we'll get you on.
Hey, he go Brian Williams, man. A receiver. See, he a receiver.
And he's talking.
That's all they do. Hey, that's all the receiver do. Talk and cry, man. Talk and cry, man. That's why they deserve to get beat up.
There it is.
Oh, man.
All right. A man who beat up more than a few wide receivers in his time, Lorenzo Lynch. Thank you, brother. We appreciate you jumping on here with us.
Oh, man, no problem, man. Thanks, guys.
All
Y'all
right.
keep up the good work. Keep
Tell
up
Marsh
the good work.
on like those stiff shirts in the media. We love him.
Yeah,
love him.
He was just out here 2 weeks ago. He came to spend some time with me, man. It was beautiful.
Outstanding.
Hey, that's
All
awesome,
right,
man. That's awesome. All right,
Hey,
thank you, brother.
he'll be back.
All right.
All right. Heard it here first.
Find more by subscribing to this channel and visiting us at www.thesportsnarrative.com. Join us every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Central for a live edition of The Sports Narrative Show, brought to you by Xena Communications and G&K Services.